welcome back. In this round, our participants will have the chance to modify one of their scores.
My way of hosting a dinner party or a lunch party, lo tengo que tener todo listo, because I like when my guests arrive to be ready with a glass of wine or algo. Entonces, to do that, I had to start yesterday.
Whoa, hold your horses. What do you mean you did it yesterday? You were supposed to wait for us.
Bueno, I'm here to do what I do, and to do it the way that I always do it. And if that is enough for me to win, entonces I'm happy.
Fair enough. Odette knows how to cut a story short. For starters, we are having some sweet Caribbean.
Sweet Caribbean, I don't know. I think it could be prawns with something. Caribbean, I can only think of that.
This could be something to do with beans. Sounds exotic anyway.
So, I made the soup yesterday. The soup is sweet potato and carrot soup. It's Caribbean sweet potato soup. That's ready. All I have to do is put in a bit of stock when I'm going to heat it up.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. And what a big bottle of wine. That's certainly some competition for whatever Henry thinks of bringing over.
First guest has arrived.
Well, I hope that she doesn't do chicken again today, because I hate chicken.
Joe!
Anda!
Toma, ¿eso qué es, chiquillo? A lovely bottle of wine from Joe, pero es un peloteo.
I would say so.
Me han dado el baño, ¿eh? Esto no puede ser. La siguiente vez me tengo que esmerar yo. The aperitif that she did put on the table was...
There we go again. Some wine to start off the day. Anything to add, Joe? Psst, Henry. It's time for your dose of selfie. Next to arrive is Mr. Limited Edition himself.
Henry,
Odette.
bienvenida. Wow, thank you. Beautiful, thank you, pasa.
Meanwhile,
Uy, para que la vea Henry bien. Vamos a ponerla aquí.
Aquí está nuestro amigo Joe.
Hombre, Henry.
Oye,
¡Qué barbaridad!
qué pedazo de botella de
¿Ha visto, Mr. Merino?
me digas.
Massive bottle of wine from
Yo te voy a tomar
Mira,
foto porque tú sabes que lo mío es la
venga,
foto.
vamos a darle la vuelta a esto.
Uy, no te olvides del selfie.
oh, Joe. Talk us through, will you, Odette?
Morcilla con manzana y
Anda.
cebolla confitada.
Wow.
Morcilla de Burgos. Hummus, beetroot hummus. With pita bread I'd made myself. Y esto es una emulsión de patata con pulpo y un aceitito de páprica. No sé, a ver, ya me dirán ustedes.
Mira, vamos a hacer premio y vámonos, yo. The moment I walked in and I saw all her aperitifs displayed on the table, I thought to myself, Odette's won.
La vamos a coger antes que llegue.
No, hombre, no.
Hoy es el último día. Hoy.
And whilst they do the 122nd toast of the week, or was it 123rd? Well, whatever. VJ, this way. Where was I? Oh, yes. VJ arrives.
I'm really quite excited because we've had two male and we've got now a female. I hope that the female touch comes out in her food. Odette's got a lot of catering experience, so I expect quite a bit. The standard has been very high. It's going to be difficult today.
Mira, aquí está ya.
DJ.
Ya estamos todos.
Un minutito. Voy a hacer un Henry Sacramento.
No me digas que te se ha pegado.
Otro Henry Sacramento.
Que te se ha pegado ya. Que te se ha pegado.
Yo soy Henry Sacramento. Everybody has put something to start, but this was an extra yard she's taken in the cooking and preparation. It wasn't just plated, it was cooked and then presented really nicely. So again, very, very impressive.
Well, we're going to have to drink to that again, VJ. And from yet another toast, we go to Odette's carrot and sweet potato soup. Well, at least this one looks warm. And of course, some wine. And chin chin again.
Aquí tenéis el menú. Cogéis un menú a cada uno.
Ahora vamos otra vez a Nine,
I know that I was supposed to keep all menu names cryptic, but I couldn't resist doing a menu card for everyone because it's what I do and it would be incomplete if I didn't have one. So,
What do you mean, Odette? You were not supposed to undisclose the menu.
I'm sure they appreciate it.
Fair enough. Good thing we asked the guys what they thought each dish was before coming in. Well, at least it looks warm. Joe must be happy.
It was a little bit like Henry's recipe, but at least it was hot.
The soup was very nice, hot, like Joe wanted it, but similar in some ways to the one I did. Also very, very, very nice. I really enjoyed it.
I was in two minds because it was a little bit thick for me in as far as soup puree in the middle. But then when I tried it, I said it needs seasoning. No, it doesn't. Yes, and I ate it, and it was amazing. It was really nice. The flavor, the texture, the seasoning was very, very, very good.
And from the well-seasoned soup, we go to Odette's main course, Rosh Hashanah Dag. Who wants to go first at guessing?
That sounds Jewish, so I'm really already excited and looking forward to this.
The main Rosh Hashanah dag is a Jewish food, but I don't know what it can be.
I'm not even going to attempt to guess.
This is a pomegranate molasses salmon. I called it Rosh Hashanah dag because dag is fish and pomegranate is appears and is alluded to in the Bible in many places, and it's customary at Rosh Hashanah, New Year, to eat pomegranate because it symbolizes fruitfulness and abundance because of the number of seeds that come in each, which apparently, if you count them all, there's 613 seeds in each pomegranate, which coincidentally are also the 613 commandments in the Bible. I'm sealing the fish before it goes in the oven. So 2 or 3 minutes each side, and I'll transfer to the oven dish. Y ya después, before lunch, I'll stick it in the oven with the molasses and everything else. Voy a poner un poco de salad aquí, no sé cómo estará. It's a dressing that has olive oil, honey and cider vinegar. Fresh figs with halloumi and rocket.
And with the salad and guests waiting, Odette plates up her main course.
Qué bueno. Vamos a ir un poquito de sal también, ¿no?
Yo le echo sal para probarla.
A todo, a todo. Está sabroso. Muy bueno. Sabroso, sabroso.
¿Punto o no?
Sí, está sabroso.
¿O está un poquito undercooked?
Un poquito underdone. At all.
Hay algunas piezas porque algunos han echado cooked abajo y otras arriba.
It didn't have this salmon tinny taste that I sometimes get in salmon, hence I've been put off by salmon. Maybe the molasses gave it that little bit of sweetness which is always required in the salmon.
I really enjoyed it, the way she had marinated the salmon, and it was well cooked.
What was that again, Henry?
And it was well cooked. Poquito underdone, pero bueno.
That's what I thought I heard.
Amazing dish. Well done, Odette.
Now please tell me that Joe likes salmon.
Salmon is not my favorite dish either because I don't usually eat it.
Ah!
Pero it was nice and had a great taste.
And the best thing was the accompaniment of the halloumi, which stayed fairly soft. Sometimes halloumi, if you cook it a long time, it hardens. It wasn't. The sweetness of the figs complemented it, and then obviously the pomegranate seeds. Really, really, really nice. Can't say it.
And from that succulent-looking salmon, we go to Odette's dessert and her family secrets.
I don't know what secrets can be, but we all have our secrets.
Wow. Maybe some skeletons are going to be coming out of the cupboard today.
Bueno, the chocolate mousse is ready.
Cut, not again, Odette. You were supposed to wait for us to arrive to film the process.
Es que yo anoche me comía de los nervios, so at 1 o'clock in the morning I came down and I carried on cooking.
And how are you going to compensate that then? That's what I thought.
Maybe a bit too much wine. I'm not sure, but we still haven't had the pacharan, so. This mousse is, the recipe is from Isabella, my cousin Isabella. We've been following this recipe every year for Christmas. We don't do it very often because, you know, it spoils it being special. Mousse. Escondidinhas. Is it Portuguese, no, Joe? Almendra, es como bien, sí, como bien me sabe, pero sin el merengue y eso. Y almendra, it's very rich. Por Purim siempre hago, it's very rich, por eso es tan poquito.
Judging on this, I thought would have been a lot easier. I think the others would also agree with me that Odette has put that little bit extra effort and pulled it off nicely, because sometimes you make the effort and you don't carry it, but she has.
Well, look at that.
Ya podemos comer.
There's Henry blessing the table yet again.
Está bueno.
The mousse is one of my favorite dishes for dessert because I'm not a dessert eater. And the mousse, I really enjoyed it.
Well, like I described it in one word, orgasmic. I mean, you can't beat un bien me sabe and chocolate mousse, you know.
Not my favorite mousse. I've tried to be some sort of critic, but yes, it was nice. And then the little sweet that went with it was very sweet but very nice. I could see the Jewish influence in that, which has always got a favorite of mine for sweets.
So, Joe, tell me, how would you describe this dining experience in one word?
Me encanta.
A toast to good entertainment with good friends.
Venga.
And with that final toast, we head for some entertainment.
Bueno, guys, I've got some different entertainment. Pensé un photo shoot y he hecho unas máscaras. Estas máscaras son las dos facetas. Las dos facetas de Joe. En aquel lado es Repi, en este lado es Penélope. Porque esto cuando tú te la pones. Y a ti, Henry, te he puesto pues el turbante en un lado y el polizache en el otro. Y yo pues me he puesto la corona por el Queen Cinema y me he puesto las copas y las flores por mi events. Nos tomamos una foto buena y ahora nos vamos a tomar otra mejor. So that we can carry on el buen rollo, the good spirit entre amigos y que todo el mundo aprenda de esto y que se vea que no hay fronteras en las cosas. Os voy a dar una careta cada una y que aprenda la gente de que friendship has no barriers. All right.
The entertainment, a lot of effort, very, very classy. There are certain allegiances to certain parties. We've just come out of elections. I thought it was very, very funny. No ill intentions in general. An amazing evening yet again.
If I had to put money on somebody, I would definitely bet Odette.
I would put my money on Odette.
Bueno, from what I see and hear, I think I've done pretty well. La comida ha gustado, el decoration ha gustado y el hosting ha gustado. So I'm expecting, well, I shouldn't say I'm expecting, but I'm hoping to come out with a crown. A ver qué pasa.
If I were to look at the three guests, who they would be voting for most points, all of them, I guess it would have to be Odette.
Well, we know who they would put their money on, but let's find out who our winner is as our guests and judge score.
I have just come back from counting the votes. I am fortunate to tell you that one of my friends has won, so that makes me happy. In this edition, honestly, before we go any further, there have been no losers. You've all been amazingly fantastic. We go straight to not dilly and dally anymore. I've got a fantastic prize. I tried to encourage the sponsors to give it a £5,000, but they said no, we have a £250 voucher from Eroski, which is better than nothing. Okay, so thank you, Eroski.
All the way through to the entertainment, which has been innovative, original, and great fun.
She's been the best, Odette.
There's a little constructive criticism that I can make is that I am a red wine drinker and I would have had red wine with a meal, but that's me.
arrival, entertainment, presentation, quality, caring, and perfect host, I think I have to give Odette the highest a 9. I think she deserved it.
So I'm afraid, Odette, I can only give you a 9 because there isn't any higher score. So my 9 goes to you. Well done.
So therefore, the score I'm going to give Odette, which I think for myself that it's been the best one of all of us, I'm going to give her a 9.
And so Odette takes the lead, but our guests and judge have a chance to modify one of their scores, meaning that everything and anything could change.
In third place,
I thought I was a bit unfair on Henry yesterday. Maybe I set the marks up too high with Joe, but he did really excel himself on the entertainment, which Joe didn't provide other than his usual self, which is always very entertaining. So I feel that I have to make sure that Henry has one more point than Joe. So I'm bringing Joe's vote down from 8 to 7.
and in third place, not through lack of effort or quality, is our friend Joe Veneto.
So Joe takes third place.
I know I've got a chance to change my score for Henry, but I don't want to. I want to do what I did from the beginning.
In hindsight, I think I would drop Joe's score from a 9 to a 7.
The winner of this year's edition is Odette.
I'm very proud, I'm very happy to have won it. I put in a lot of effort, and I was hoping that it's a sign that everybody enjoyed, so what better prize than that?
I mean, I'm very, very happy. I said it before, Odette has been my winner from the moment you asked.
Odette deserved to win it. It was a perfect, I gave a 9 because everything was fantastic.
So this is how the final scores look like, with Odette the clear winner.
When Joe, being the first one, cooked, I thought nobody would excel that. I was wrong, and then I was wrong again. It did come that the others did a little bit more entertainment, a little bit more. Maybe they had the advantage that they knew what they were up against, I don't know. But everybody just put the level up and up and up. So for me, in my eyes, no losers at all. Well worth winner, Odette.
And of course, what better way than to finish off with a selfie? That's it, guys. Don't know about you, but I'm starving after that. I'm gonna have to prepare myself a feast. See ya.